All right, guys, welcome to the credit game. You know I'm the only one that comes to you every single day to share with you credit knowledge. I'm coming to you raw today to share with you how to get huge credit limits, what cards to go for, and why to go for those specific cards. And everybody's been asking about this. Most of my videos are done by Q&A, right? Most of my videos are done because people ask me questions throughout the day. Hey, what do I do here? What do I do here? I create video based on real objections, right? I don't just make up my topics. I wait to see what people are saying and I say, hey, let me fix their problems. That's what I do. I fix problems in credit. I fix problems in finance. I help people scale, right? So how do we get huge credit limits? Well, the first thing you want to know to get higher credit limits is it comes from mentality that you need to ask. Okay? A lot of people don't know that you can actually get a credit line increase. What I did last Wednesday was I went through all my credit cards and I literally just logged in, right, to the online service, and I said, hey, I want a credit line increase. Now, don't go crazy. This is a little tip. Don't go crazy on your credit line increases. Don't ask for $20,000, $30,000, right? Some of them will counter back, but what I like to do is actually call the rep. Here's secret number one. Instead of doing it online, call the rep and actually talk to a human, be really nice, and know the reason why you want a credit line increase. Now, if you're a person that kind of likes to hold huge balances on your card and you just want to get a credit line increase because you're always maxing out your card, I probably wouldn't get a credit line increase. But if you're using it for credit purposes to lower utilization, maybe to have a little bit more flexibility, then that is a great reason to get a credit line increase, in my opinion. Okay, so let's talk about a few cards. Let's talk about card number one. My first recommendation is going to be American Express. Okay, American Express tends to give a 3x on credit line increases. Okay, so if you guys get American Express, okay, you wait 61 days because it's past 2 months, pay off it in full for 2 months straight, and then what most of the time, 99% of the time they will do, and they're still doing this till today, is they will triple. So don't worry, hey, maybe you get $2,000, $3,000, that's okay as your initial. Wait 61 days, make sure you pay off the card in full twice. On the 61 day, call back in, and I promise you, they will give you a 3x return. So let's say you get $3,000, you'll now have a $9,000 credit line. That's what American Express does, okay? I also recommend Navy Federal. So maybe you got a spouse, maybe you got a friend, maybe you got a family member that's been in the military. Navy Federal gives out one of the most generous initial credit line increases that I've ever seen. So they may start you somewhere between 7 and 10,000, but when you ask for a credit line increase, they increase it one of the highest that I've ever seen. So Navy Federal is a great option, but you got to get into Navy Federal, okay? And so the trick to get into Navy Federal is to have a friend get you in by a reference code, family member, spouse, somebody will let you have their reference code, and then you can apply. It's a relationship bank. It's a credit union, okay? Third recommendation is going to be Chase. Okay, Chase tends to give really good credit line increases, but they also tend to give very high limits right off the rip. Okay, like the Chase Sapphire Reserve, you can't get less than 10,000. That card right there will start you at 10,000. Now, you have to have a 740 credit score or higher just to get the card. Okay, but you'll start at $10,000. So that was a really, really good one. Barclays is another good one. Okay, the Barclay Ring card and the Barclay Jet Blue card. These tend to give very good, generous line increases, as well as a very high initial credit limit, okay? Also, always remember, all you gotta do is start a business. Start a business. I had a client last week that told me this story. She told me she opened up a business 2 months ago, okay? She opened up in credit repair, credit consulting, okay, DBA. And in 2 months, I'm gonna give you a tip of the day here. You guys ready for this? Tip of the day. She opened up her business 60 to 90 days ago, LLC, okay? Goes into BB and VT, whatever it used to be. It used to be Compass, okay? BBVT or BB&T or BBVA, or I think it's BBVA actually. And she went in there and said, hey, I would like to get a line of credit and I'd like to get a credit card. They give her a $30,000 credit limit, credit card, and a $300,000 line of credit for her business. We're talking about a business that has been in business for literally under 90 days, okay, in credit consulting. Now, instead of credit consulting, let me give you another tip. I would use business consulting. Typically, banks don't like credit. So just a little trick of the trade, whenever you're opening up a credit repair business or thinking about starting a credit repair business, just use business consulting. It tends to work better for the banks. Using the word credit or finance are usually red flags, okay? So what am I gonna recommend? As far as getting one of the easiest business credit cards, so once you get that, okay, once you get your business set up, go head over to BBVT or BBVA. You guys know what I'm talking about, the Compass Bank. Go pop over there and get a credit card, right? She got a $30,000 credit limit and a $330,000 line of credit for her business. Unbelievable, okay? Unbelievable. Their people are getting money, right? She had an 800 credit score, but at the same time, brand new business, right? So what are some tips and things you can do to get higher credit limits? Well, first you should know why you're getting a credit line increase. The second thing you should know is, like, when you call the rep, you should know that card, okay? So know the benefits. Is it a travel card? Is it a rewards card? And what I've always used and I've always told my clients is, look, I'm trying to renovate my kitchen. I'm trying to do, hardwood floors. I'm trying to do granite countertops. I'm trying to do stainless steel fridge. I'm looking for a renovation. It's going to cost me about 8 to 10 grand. I love your card. I love the American Express family. I love the Barclays family. I love the Chase family. I want to stay with you guys forever. Okay? And talk to somebody. Be nice. Talk to them. They're humans, right? They're going to look at your credit report, and chances are, if you've been making your payments on time, they're going to give it to you, right? But what they want to know is that, can you make the payments back? Okay? So my recommendation, and this is for educational purposes only, what my clients are telling me, is that somewhere between $78,000 and $120,000 is a good mark. And don't say you just moved into an apartment last month. Again, for educational purposes, I would recommend stating that you've been living somewhere just slightly longer than 4 years and maybe in employment slightly longer than 5 years. They like stability. They don't want to see you bouncing around from apartment to apartment, state to state, and that you have a job that you can't hold for longer than a month, okay? Those are just some tips and recommendations that I've heard from my clients, but I want to share them with you guys as well. So for business Blue Cash card is probably one of the best cards to start with. And again, they give high credit limits. If they don't give you a high credit limit right off the rip, it's okay. Just wait 61 days, call back in, and most of the time they're giving a 3x return. So if they give you 5K, now you got a 15,000, okay? That's my first recommendation, is starting the family with American Express. This is how you get high credit limits. You be nice, you know what the card is before you actually go calling the bank and saying, hey, I want to get a credit line increase. I know nothing about your card. I just want a credit line increase. So just know the card. What is it? Is it a rewards card? Is it a travel card? Why do you want the credit line increase? And then just know a little bit about the card before you call. Be really nice. Tell them, hey, I'm trying to renovate my kitchen. Don't tell them that I'm trying to spend it on, brand new rims and a boombox system in my car. I want 212 kickers and I want new rims. I mean, let's use it for something that's, economical, that's going to help you grow. I'm also trying to expand my business. I'm looking to get, put this additional credit line increase that you're going to give me. Maybe you're trying to use it for business, because you can use personal credit cards or business credit cards. Okay, if you have a personal American Express and you're trying to get a credit line increase, or a Barclays ring card, or maybe like the JetBlue I was talking about, maybe something like this. Hey, I'm trying to expand my business because of COVID, and hey, look, I could use the extra little bit of increase because I would like to put my Facebook and my Google ads on this card. Again, I love your card, I love the points, I love the rewards, I love the travel, whatever the card is. And I just want to stay with you guys. You guys have the best interest rates. I just love the Barclay family, and I want to continue to stay with you guys. As you can see, I've never missed a payment for the last couple months, or however long you had it for. And I'd like to stay with you guys forever if I could. I would love this line increase. It would help me out tremendously. They want to know that you're putting the money on the card for good purposes. And guess what happens when that happens? They're getting more interest because you're putting more debt on the card. Now, do you ever have to use the card for the debt? Let me say that again. Do you ever have to use that card to actually get what you said you were doing? No. You could choose not to do it at all. But now you have the flexibility and the credit line increase and the leverage to go from $3,000 to $15,000 that they just gave you, right? But do you have to use it for Facebook ads or to renovate your kitchen? No. Okay? So there's a little bit of trick or trade. That's why I teach the credit game. Okay, by the way, guys, here's tip number 5. Okay? Tip number 5 is this. Maybe you have an important question. Maybe it's something I didn't cover. Maybe it's, I don't know much about trade lines. I don't know much about credit repair. I don't even know what to look for in my credit report to see what's going on. I want high limit increase. I want the increases. But my credit score is not that good, right? I don't even know if I can get approved for a credit card right now. Maybe that's you, okay? I know that I'm talking to a lot of people that probably have a 750, 800 credit score who could get credit line increases very easy. But there's also a group of people that are still in the 4, 5s, and 6s that are struggling to get credit cards. What I want to do is I want to help you, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer you a free consultation. So listen, a Q&A. You call me up, you say, hey, listen, I got a problem. Here's my problem. We want to hear about your problem. I want to know what your problem is. Okay, I'm extending my hand out to say, hey, I'm number 1 in the industry. I ran the number 1 trade line company in America for 7 years. If you guys don't know me, okay, I have been in the credit game. I've been known as number 1 in the credit space for many, many years. Maybe it's your first time on the channel. I would appreciate if you guys would subscribe. I'm the only person that does this every day. I grew the fastest YouTube channel ever in credit history, 154,000 people in 9 months, okay? And I do that because I come to you consistently every day, try to bring you the most value from what people are asking me. I don't just make up my titles. I don't cheat titles from other people, okay? But here's what I want to do. I'm offering you a call, okay? No obligation. Give me a ring. Say, hey, this is what my problem is. Can you give me an answer? Can you help me out? Can you give me a solution? I want to help you. Now, if we want to work with you, if we say, hey, you know what, we want to work with you, hey, we might offer you something. We have programs that are phenomenal, okay? Whether it's our associates, our bachelors, whether it's our elite program, whether it's associates plus, we have phenomenal programs. But if you just want to call in and say, hey, I got a question, okay? I'm not going to ask or answer 50 questions. If you got a question you want to know, think about your question, write it down, call us. And look, if we're offering you something, it's because we want to work with you, we want to help you. We've helped thousands of people with the credit game in our last 60 days alone be able to do things like I'm talking about right here. In the last 60 days alone, there are thousands of people with my program that have been able to do exactly what I just taught you right there on credit line increases because they know the credit game, okay? The secret that nobody has ever told anybody is a credit game. It's a game. When you learn how to play this game, I promise you it'll be like playing your son in Fortnite and whooping his ass versus him whooping your ass because he plays every day. When you learn the credit game, you'll know what to do, how to remove, what things to look on your credit report. You'll have the proprietary information because I'll share it with you, how to do it. You'll have the actual script. You'll have the best in the country at removing negatives, okay? This is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of help that I want to give you guys. So, like I said, no obligation. Call me up, say, hey, here's what my issue, here's what my problem is. Do you know how to help this? Absolutely. We've been true and tried and literally have helped thousands and thousands of people. There isn't a situation that you can run past me that literally I wouldn't know what to do. Okay? There is not a situation, no matter what the problem is, I guarantee I can help you fix your solution. Okay? And I stand behind that. Been doing this for a very long time. And again, there's a reason why we're number 1 in the country. Okay? And the reason is because we've helped thousands of people, thousands, hundreds of thousands of people over the years. But just the last 60 days alone with the credit game, it's been thousands of people that we've been able to help remove negatives, collections, judgments, foreclosures, repos, right? Because they learn the credit game. They know what they're doing now, and they'll never go backwards. The key is not to get to an 800 credit score and then go back again, right? The key is to get to an 800 credit score and never, ever go back again because you've learned what to do not to go backwards. So that's what I want to share with you guys. Give me a call, 904-420-7772, 904-420-7772. This is a perfect opportunity for you guys to call me and say, hey, I got a question. Here's what I need to do. Here's what how can you help me? Okay? Again, we may ask you to work with us. If it makes sense, work with us. If it doesn't, then you get your question for free. Okay? Love you guys. Mike from the Credit Game. I'm always here to help you. That's what I do. That's what my passion is, to raise the national credit score, not to help James move his credit score up by adding a trade line, but to raise the national credit score average. That is my goal. That's how big I think. Okay? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to help you guys out. Call me at 904-420-7772. I'll look for your call in a minute. Mike from the Credit Game. Make sure you subscribe. hit the like, hit that thumbs up, baby. Come on, hit that thumbs up. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. That helps me out. That's why I got so many subscribers and so many likes and so many thanks. And also, make sure you turn on the bell notification. You can't just like and subscribe without turning on the bell, because when I come to you tomorrow, you're not gonna know that I came to you tomorrow if you don't turn on the damn bell. Turn on that bell notification. Let's go, guys. Those 3 things: like, subscribe, and then turn on the bell, and then call me. And I'll answer your question for you to help you out. Okay? Love you guys. Mike from the Credit Game, 904-420-7772. Take care.